You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football Podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmet Turgut. Welcome to a brand new edition of Turkish Football Podcast. Next 15 minutes, we'll talk about that disaster night in Konya for Turkish national team, and we'll talk about the upcoming weekend matches for Turkish Super Lig. Week 5 will start on Saturday, and we'll give you inside information on latest transfers that's coming up. As you know, Thursday is the last day for transfer deadline for Turkish Super League for Turkish teams. So we will talk about that. And you're listening to Turkish Football Podcast. My name is Ahmet Turgut. Well, I said it was the darkest night in the Turkish football. We have not seen this kind of score in many years. I haven't seen this kind of score last 20 years, if you ask me. 6-0. If you remember my podcast before this match, I said I had high hopes that at least we could have gotten a tie against Spain with these young stars we have on the team. I have very high hopes because after they played against Georgia, the way they played in the first half, and I said the second half did not look good. But when you're playing at home, at least you should show better effort. These young Turks did not show anything at all. I was disgusted. I was very mad. That's one of the reasons why I waited until Wednesday to do this podcast. I wasn't feeling like doing a podcast right after that Spain beating us 6-0 on Sunday in Konya, just like the players and the whole organization. I was pissed off. I'm still pissed off, and I think Vincenzo Montella made a huge mistake going against Spain with 4-4-2 formation. That was no-no. If it was Mourinho there, he would park his bus. That's what Vincenzo Montella should have done that. You know Spain is the number one team in the world right now. And you know they have the best players in the world. Lamine Yamal. Even though he did not score, but he assists every time he got the ball, these Turkish youngsters look like a fool. They look like a fool. Did you see him running to a defense, help him, and then take a sprint and try to help on assist on a goal? That is the wing for you on a football team. 18 years old. That's why he is the best in the world right now with the age of 18. I have not seen anybody at this age playing this level of football. What gets me mad, all these stars we talked about, the bright young guys coming up. Even with Arda Güler, I was upset with him. Kenan Yıldız couldn't do anything. Hakan Çalhanoğlu, he was lost in the midfield. And guess what? Galatasaray new keeper from Trabzonspor, who Galatasaray paid almost 36 million euros. Which is not, he's not worth it that much. They scored 6 goals on this match and then 2 goals from the Georgia match, 8 goals in 2 matches. That's why I said when Galatasaray goes to international competition, which is Champions League, this coming Thursday, after they play their 5th weekend matches on Saturday, Uğurcan Çakır, I told you guys that last podcast, he does not have Champions League experience. Even though he saved a lot of shots in the first 20-25 minutes of the match. He saved... Actually, in the first match, he saved Turkish national team with that save. But the thing is, in this match, he couldn't do anything. He couldn't. Because that team, Spain, is much better level than us. You know why? I'm going to cut it short because I'm going to go into a preview of week 5. Because they start very young. Their youth team, their coach, they start very young. I'm going to talk about this coach who is in coaching the Spanish team, Luis Fuente. Luis Fuente started back in 2013 with junior team of Spain. First, it was the U19, then U20, then U21. Then he became the coach of Spain. He said, we're good because we have a system. That's what he said after the match. I agree. And I'm going to ask this question to Montella now. Do we have a system? Have you coached the junior level teams in the Turkish national team? No. That is the biggest problem with Turkish football. The junior level, academy level of football in the clubs, in the national team is disgusting. That is why we'll never be better. We'll never get better. I just hope that we make this World Cup this year with along Arda Güler, Kenan Yıldız, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, all these stars, other stars. If we don't, believe me, I think Vincenzo Montella's got very hot matches coming up in October. We're going to play against Bulgaria, in Bulgaria, while Spain will host Georgia. If in case that we don't win in Bulgaria and come back, not win against Georgia, at home in Istanbul. We got 2 matches in October and also 2 matches on November. So it is do or die for Turkish national team. You need to win your home matches from now on. I know Spain was too good. We saw that. And let's turn the page now. Forget about the Spain match. Let's work on that October 2 matches. First in Bulgaria, then come back, beat Georgia in Istanbul. Or wherever they play. I think they're going to be playing Bursa. Then you got 2 more matches. Your last match, it's going to be in Spain. So forget that match. You will host Bulgaria before Spain match. So hope for the home matches that Turkish national team wins. It was a darkest night for Turkish football in Konya this past Sunday. Well, looking at the week 5 in Turkish Super League, it starts on Saturday. There will be 5 matches and 3 matches on Sunday, 1 match on Monday. Before I go through with these matches, I want to give you some transfer updates. Fenerbahce finally got a new coach, Domenico Tedesco will be coaching. He used to coach Belgium national team, and I told you that Cengiz Ünder came to Besiktas. Başakşehir is still looking for coach. They talking about Nuri Şahin is going to be the next coach. Çağdaş Atan was the coach. He was sacked. And just today, we got very important. The whole British media is talking about former Manchester United goalkeeper is coming to Trabzonspor on a loan. Andre Onana will be in Trabzonspor goal. And just today, Besiktas got another winger, Jota Silva, Portuguese player from Nottingham Forest. And so Besiktas trying to, all these teams are paying a lot of money this year just to check that Onana, he will be the highest paid goalkeeper in this case in the Turkish Super League. Onana, as you know, Altay Bayındır plays for Manchester United. He was subbed out by him. Now Onana is coming to Trabzonspor. He will face the former Manchester United goalkeeper who plays for Ederson for Fenerbahce, Uğurcan Çakır playing for Galatasaray, who used to play for Trabzonspor. So things are a little heating up as far as goalkeeping. But Onana, I don't know how these teams, it's going to be more than $5 million for 1 year for Onana. Trabzonspor is paying. Week 5, Saturday. Also, one little note, I think Jhon Duran, the striker for Fenerbahce, is out for a year. Osimhen is hurt in an international match. He will not play the Week 5 match. And also, Ndidi, who plays for Besiktas, also injured. Saturday, Fatih Karagümrük will host Kasımpaşa. Samsunspor will be at home against Antalya. Eyüpspor Galatasaray match will be happening Saturday in Istanbul, and Besiktas will host Başakşehir, and Konyaspor will be at home against Alanyaspor. Sunday, Fenerbahce, Trabzonspor, the match of the weekend. As I said, 2 of the former Manchester United and Manchester City goalkeepers will go against each other in the Turkish Super League. Fenerbahce will host Trabzonspor in Istanbul. Kayseri will be at home against Göztepe. Gaziantep will host Kocaelispor on Sunday. But the most important match this weekend is between Fenerbahce and Trabzonspor. And Monday, the week 5 will close with Rizespor against Gençler Birliği match. So there is going to be also, after the week 5, the postponed matches will be happening on Wednesday 17th. Fenerbahce, Alanya, Fatih Karagümrük, Başakşehir, Samsunspor, Kasımpaşa matches will be happening on Wednesday the 17th. On Thursday, the 18th of September, the first match for Galatasaray in the Champions League will be happening in Germany, Frankfurt. Galatasaray will face Frankfurt in Germany, and this is going to be a very good match. And we're going to see probably, like I said, Osimhen might not play in this match, and you have Icardi is not ready. Barış Alper Yılmaz, after on the social media, written something to the fans of Galatasaray and the Galatasaray officials. Looks like they made up right now, but I don't know if he's going to start or going to play. And a lot of Galatasaray fans are not happy with him because what he said, he wanted to get transferred, and that is what's going on. And pretty much the biggest news, it was the darkest night on Sunday, this past Sunday, in the Turkish football. That's why the TFF, Turkish Football Federation, has to look in the mirror twice. Our junior level teams need to be better coaches. Well, my name's Ahmet Bob Turgut. Thanks for listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football Podcast. Listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. Also visit me on X at Turkish Soccer. Also Facebook, Instagram too. Again, after week 5, we'll see you next time.
All right, and welcome to